Hello all, this is Nas. I haven't done a video in a long time, but I wanted to do one today for two particular reasons. One, on a selfish note, I'm very proud of the trade I took today on Baba, and I wanted to share some of the thought process and all of that was going on. Second is there's a lot of controversy that I've been noticing in the communities, especially regarding opening range trades and trend trades. And some people are like, oh, you got to trend trade, and that's the only way to do it. And some people are like, no, you got to do opening range trades. This is my personal belief. All kinds of trading work if you do proper account management and you follow your strategy. So with that being said, I wanted to show you this. This is a classic 1 minute opening range breakout, which I've been doing a lot, and I've had like 80% success on these if you've been following me on Twitter. But what I wanted to show is, that this is not a random gambling. Okay, this is not. There is thought process, there is strategy, there is risk management, there is account management, there's everything that goes into it. So there is a method to the madness, if that's what you can call it. So with that being said, let me go through the trade and then we can talk about what the parameters are. So Baba had a very strong the Singles Day, and they broke all records. Singles Day is like the Amazon Black Friday in China. They almost crossed like 30 billion. I'm sure they've done more than that by now. But the market actually tanked because there was some shooting of Hong Kong with protesters, and in sympathy, that's what brought the market down. So strong stock. So I was looking at this; it was gapping down, and I was looking at it for a good a play in the opening range. And in the opening range, I'm not biased, okay, based on if it's a rising devil, whatever, fallen angel. What it is simply is you got to follow the price action and the volume, and the candles tell you what you need to do. The tape tells you what you need to do. The level two tells you what you need to do. And in the beginning, even more than the level two, it's the volume and just the bid stacking up on and the tape. So here, as you can see on the strategy level, this is an entry. It's a short on the break of the first minute body, right there. So when it broke it, I waited a little bit for it to fill, because I wanted to see confirmation on the tape, and also because it was moving rapidly, there will be some slippage. My stop was right above this candle, so a very tight stop of 1 R. An R to me is what you maximum risk per trade. In my case, it's like 1% of my account. Anyway, so when this dropped, and I can see the momentum coming in, I can see the tape coming in, I can see the bid stacking, and I took some off here. So this was almost like a 1.8 R return, like 1.8%. Now I continue to see it dropping. So what do? I add back, but I add back full size. So I scaled 50%, but I added full size. I'm at a 1.5 now, at a 1.5 my regular size, right? But my stop is here, and I'm only risking, what my house money, my realized gain. In fact, less than that. Again, I scaled out, when I saw the bottom of this hit, and I, scaled out again when I saw it rising up. But once it went back down, I again went short. And I went short here, and I went double the size here. Double the size, and I moved my stop to right above this candle. Now I'm like at 4 times my size. So I'm risking, but I'm only risking nothing because, in fact, I'm making money. I'm leaving an 1 hour on the table, and I'm only risking what I've made, right? So at any given point at this stage of the trade, I can only lose. I mean, my minimum return will be a 1 hour gain, 1 hour gain, right? 1% gain. Now this thing did go down, so I, leisurely scaled. I only scaled it at 10%, 10%, 20, 20, 50. And then, when this started happening, I actually moved my stop to break even. And I said, and I had very little, like less than 15% left. So I said, okay, let it go. But, I saw the wick, and I said, well, it's a good day, and today I'm not finding a lot of other stuff. I already lost money on Qualcomm. I lost like 2.4 R in the morning. I made about 1 hour on Tesla, but here this one gave me a 9.3 R percent return. like on a 1 hour risk, initial risk. The maximum I could have lost at any time was 1 hour, maybe with slippage 1 1/4. But the point here is there is method here, right? There is the strategy, looking at the market psychology, the fundamentals. You enter it based on that. There is a stop. You're not going to lose your shirt on this. You're not betting the boat or loading the boat. And once your trade moves in your favor, you're scaling and adding back. So there's method to that as well. If you were to look at this, if this was a trend trade over like 5 hours, imagine these candles like being an hourly candles or something, or 30-minute candles, people would be happy. They'd be like, oh yeah, this works. This is a great trend trade. But same thing. It's just the time frames are compressed. And but there is method there. There is strategy there. There is all those things, the tape, the price action, the stops, the account management, the money management, the fundamentals, the catalysts, everything it comes to playing. So that's my opinion anyways. And I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but this is my point of view. I have been doing these regularly for the past month. I'm making 80 to 90% success rate. My losses on there are about 1.5 R, which is acceptable. And not for everyone. I mean, you got to be lightning fast. I did 3 trades today, and it's taken me months to get to that point where I can watch all three. And but again, I funked because Tesla for me, I lost on that because I was watching this. I only got a 1 hour. I could have got like 2 or 3 hour and squeezed a lot more. But good. That's a lesson for me learned, and that just shows that no one's an expert, and I by far am not. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this and learned something from it and my point of view on these things. So thank you. Great trading, and hopefully I'll do more of these videos, but let's see. Cheers.